Hey Thomas, Coach Kilcrease here. First off, just want to thank you for coming out to camp. I know I really had a good time working with you. I was hoping you had as much fun as we did and was able to learn some things from us. This is going to be a video analysis. So the first thing I like to do when looking at a swing is I like to make sure we've got a good base, good foundation set up before we swing. Okay, so I want to make sure our feet are lined up. We got a good athletic position, good bend in our knees. Our hands are in a good position here. Okay, so from this position here, everything looks good. Okay, so the next thing I want to look at is I want to see how we load. Okay, I want to see our hands move. I want to see that foot come up and come down. Okay, and the main thing I want to focus on here is I want to make sure that all of our weight stays back here on this back leg. All right. So what I want to see is your hands move in this direction with that bad angle here. Okay, and when this foot comes up and it gets put back down, I want to see that weight stay on this back leg right here. Okay, so let's play that swing forward. Okay. Now, from right here, okay, where your hands are, they start in a good position. Okay, but the first thing that happens, if you'll notice, is the hands go back, but the barrel wraps way behind that head. Okay, our foot comes up and gets down good, and our weight stays on our backside pretty well. But from this position right here, where this bat right here, where that barrel is, the path to the ball is going to be extremely long. Okay, and what we want to do is we try to teach be short to it and long through it. Okay, so in order to be short to it, our hands have to be in a position here. That bat angle has to be in a position up here somewhere. That way we can attack that ball here. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. The path to the ball that we want would look like that. The path to the ball that you're possibly going to have here is going to look like this. Okay, so now we're going to be hitting up towards the ball instead of hitting down through it, creating backspin. Okay, so I want you to watch right here. I want you to watch your barrel and the path it takes to the ball. Okay, see how it goes down to B right here? Okay, so this is A, B, and C. Okay, and your bat gets to B before it flattens out. What we want to do is go from A down to C and hit through that ball that way. Okay. Now I want to point out some things you do a really good job with here. Alright. We have a stiff front side. That's where we want to be. Okay, we want to hit stiff off that front side and drive through that back knee, drive down through that ball. Okay. You do a pretty good job here of getting in a good position with an L here. Okay. Go ahead and let this foot rotate on up, come on up on your toe, all the way up on your toe there. And this L right here, this L I drew on your back leg right here, okay, this is where your power comes from. Now, when your hands wrap behind your head the way they do, your L's not going to be as defined as it could. Okay, so with a better load with our hands, that knee drives further down, and we fire more with our backside, and we hit the ball a lot harder. Okay, now right here, your right palm's pointing up. It's kind of blurry. You're going to have a hard time seeing it. But the way you're coming through the zone, the way that arm is, I can tell where your hand is. So your right palm is pointing up, and your left palm's pointing down. Okay, that's where we want to be at contact. That's exactly where our position our hands need to be in as we're making contact with the ball. Again, and our eyes are focused on the contact. Everything's looking good at this position. And then we drive on through the ball, and that's a good position right there. Okay? So Thomas, really, the things I need you to work on, okay, I need you to make sure when you load that our hands move back and that barrel doesn't just wrap around our head. Okay, we do a good job with our front foot load. Our weight does a pretty good job of staying back. The only problem is our bat gets behind our head, and so our path to the ball is really long. Okay, so that's the only thing I would emphasize really to work on and spend a lot of time working on is making sure our hands don't get behind our head, because that causes everything to be off. So it causes inconsistency at contact. Okay, it's Coach Kilcrease again. Thanks again for coming to camp. Had a good time working with you. Look forward to seeing you again. Thanks.